Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Giulia and I build in The Sims 4 in case you didn't notice. And today we are building... oh dear. So my cat just tried to smash open the door. We are off to a great beginning of this video. Today we are building another base game only house, and this time is a little bit bigger than the last one because if I remember well, this one should have 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, which is a lot. I think my last one only had maybe 2 or 3 bedrooms. Maybe it had 4 as well. I don't remember. Apologies. I'm so good at this. My memory is going great, amazing, fantastic. In my brain's defense, it's like 10 p.m. So yes, sometimes my brain just doesn't want to work. And my cats are currently destroying my bedroom, which is fine. Great, amazing, once again. I think amazing will be the keyword for this entire speed build. As always, I have to tell you that I own 7 cats. So if you hear some weird noises or if you hear something that shouldn't be in the video, just know it's not me and it's not my neighbors, it's just my cats. They love being here while I record. So anyway, this build is just done with the base game, as I was saying, but this time I've decided to use a different style, a style that I don't usually go for when I build with base game, because I feel like base game is very well suited for modern kind of houses and also very old-fashioned ones. And this time I wanted to build like a cottage, like something you would see in Henford and Bagley, which is one of my favorite worlds in The Sims 4, alongside Windenburg. I think Henford and Bagley and Windenburg are the most amazing worlds we have in The Sims 4. And maybe North Haven, which is the new world that will come with the new expansion pack, will be a good contender as well, because it's inspired by Europe. And I adore everything that's inspired by Europe. I mean, I come from Europe, so I will always be biased towards European-inspired words. How could I forget Tartosa? Obviously, Tartosa is up there with Henford and Bagley and Windenburg for sure, and maybe it might be my favorite, just because there is a lot of Italy in Tartosa. So yeah, I think my bias is exploding when it comes to Tartosa. So I've decided to build like a cottagey base game home, which is something I think either I've never done or I've done just once. And this build, despite being on a 30 by 20 lot, took me forever. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like the biggest build I've ever done. I don't know, it just took me a lot of time. And it took me a lot of time also to edit the speed build part of it. So yeah, it was fun, but definitely time consuming. As always, when it comes to base game builds, I try to create my own furniture. And I did create some things in this build as well, with the help of the amazing tool mod by Twisted Maxi. You will always hear me praise Twisted Maxi in every single one of my videos, because without his tool mod, and also Better Build by is a huge help, but without those mods I couldn't be able to create what I create. And it brings me so much joy to come up with new designs. So yeah, I'm extremely grateful to Twisted Maxi for creating tool. Thank you so much. I don't know what I would do without it. And if you want to download it, as per usual, you can find the link in the description down below. Speaking of downloading things, you can obviously find this one build on the gallery. My ID is Giuliabuilds. I'm Giuliabuilds basically everywhere if you want to follow me elsewhere, I don't know. You can also find the shell of this build on the gallery. Usually I don't post shells, and with shell I mean you can find the empty version of this build, so you can customize it also with packs if you own them, or with just base game. As I was saying, usually I don't post shells on the gallery, but I'm dying. But I had received a lot of requests on Twitter to post just this shell of this one on the gallery, and so I did. And yes, if you like decorating, this build is available in both forms. And if you're lazy and don't want to furnish a house by yourself, I mean, the house is already furnished for you, so you can find anything and everything your heart desires. Finally, in this build, I was able to use some of the new items that came with the SDX drop a couple of weeks ago. I know I'm always late to the party. I have been working a lot. This meant I didn't have much time to play around with the base game update, even though it wasn't an update. But yes, I've used some of the items that came with the drop in this build, and let me tell you, the kitchen set is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. I think it might be one of the prettiest kitchens we have ever gotten in the game. And not just in base game, I mean in the whole game. I'm so happy with it. I was waiting for such a kitchen. It's just so pretty. And in this house I've used the green one, the green swatches of the kitchen. It's like a pastel green, and you know, I'm obsessed with pastel colors. I'm like your typical neutral girly, and I enjoy like very muted colors, and this one really spoke to me. I absolutely adored it, and I loved using it in this build. And you'll see me use this kitchen basically everywhere because it's such a pretty kitchen. They did such a great job, and I'm glad we got it. Now, for base game, I'm only waiting for more beds. We desperately need more beds because I find myself always ending up using the same bed in every single room, which is frustrating because I hate all of the other beds that are in base game. I know it's bad, I know I should use different beds, but I'm sorry, I don't like them. They look ugly in my eyes, so yes, I always tend to use the same one, and I think I'm not alone in this. I think we need more beds, or anyway, more swatches. Please, Sims team, listen to a desperate girl that loves to build with base game. Give us more beds, please. Thank you. I mean, as if they would ever listen to me. Speaking of being late to things, of course, I'm posting this video the day before the new expansion pack comes back, so I think no one is going to be interested in this build, but I'm posting it anyway. I don't really care. And obviously I'm going to build things with the new expansion pack, and I was thinking of building something animal related, like either a cat cafe, or I wanted to try and see if the vet clinic could work with an apartment upstairs. I am generally so excited for the new expansion pack. I cannot wait to have it in my game. I cannot wait to build. I just want to build, and I think I'm going to build like Amsterdam townhouses or something along those lines. I'm still not sure. I will come up with something. If you have some ideas, please write them down below in the comments. I'd be curious to hear them. I'd be happy to create something that you suggested, maybe, if it tickles my imagination, I guess. Another thing I'm very excited about the expansion pack is that one of my dearest Sims friends, Eva Rotki, build 2 of the official lots that are coming with the new expansion pack, which is so exciting. I'm so happy for her. She deserved it so much, and if you haven't already, please do check out her videos about the builds. They are absolutely stunning, breathtaking, and to think she built those without using move objects and without using any cheats. I could never, seriously, I could never. I would be so frustrated that I cannot use the old key and that I cannot use move objects. Wow, landscaping must have been so hard to do without all of those cheats. I could never, seriously. So yes, go check them out. She's very talented and you will not regret it, I promise. A little cat just joined me. She is Snow. She is my only female cat. This house is predominantly male dominated, so yes, we are just 2 females in this house. And she's one of them, and I am the other. She doesn't like to be L, but I'm doing it anyway. She's way more pretty than I am, so you should all look at her and not look at me. Going back to the build 1 second, I want to talk about the idea I had about this build. I wanted to have a bedroom for every life stage that we have in The Sims 4. So technically, I should have had like 6 bedrooms because newborns and infants, toddlers, kids, teens, adults, and elders. So yes, 6, right? Am I right? Anyway. I should have had more bedrooms, but I didn't have room to have all of those bedrooms. I also wanted to have enough bathrooms to cover up all of the bedrooms. So eventually I've decided to cut out infants and elders. So eventually we end up having a room for a couple of parents, a room for a teen, which in my opinion is really cool. It's like a black and white room. You will see that in the speed build soon. A room for a kid, and I really like the kids room as well. I've used platforms and I think it's a very unique design. All the 3 bedrooms are very unique. I love them. I like them. All 4 of them. I think they are very cleverly done. I mean, they are small and the space wasn't a lot, and I think I filled them with so much personality, and I mean, I think they came out pretty good. You'll be the judge of that, obviously. The last bedroom is a toddler's room, and that one is so adorable as well. I really like how it turned out, so I really hope you are going to love it as well. Please let me know. I'm always curious to know your opinion on things in general. And another thing I forgot to mention is that obviously my recording software stopped working while I was creating the office space. You will see the office in the final tour. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered to record everything again, so there is just a tiny portion of it in this speed build, like me creating the library. It's a custom library. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I've used shelves and a debug item to simulate like cabinets, and I think it turned out really, really amazingly. And then on the other side of the room, there is like a floating shelf. It's something I've done 1,000 times before, so I didn't think it was necessary for me to record everything again. I hope this won't bother you, since this house took me so long to finish. I seriously didn't want to record everything again, so apologies if that room is not completely shown in this speed build. And also I'm showing you all just one of the 4 bathrooms. I think only one of them is kind of interesting and the other 3 are very small, and so they're just your typical bathroom, nothing special or interesting to see. So yeah, I hope you will understand, but you'll be able to see this house for yourself since it's base game and anyone can download it without problems. Now back to the expansion pack for a second. I'm very excited about the build and buy. I've seen a lot of videos and reviews about the pack, and I love the style of the items. They are in one of my favorite styles ever, the Scandi style. My cat is making such a mess. I apologize so much if you can hear some noises. I know it's kind of annoying, but it's not like I can chain them or something. Back to the build and buy. I absolutely love this style because they are in a Scandi style, which is one of my favorite styles to build, and I cannot wait to see them and to use them and to create something with all of those items. I'm so excited. Let me know if you are excited as well, what you are excited about, what you're going to do with the new expansion pack. What are your plans? Are you going to buy it or are you going to wait? I mean, let me know, I'm very curious about it. Another thing I want to mention, as usual, I've used gallery art. Gallery art are just paintings that some sims have painted in game. And then some amazing creators have uploaded them on the gallery. Usually they use like the painting from reference interaction, and they use like real art or custom content, but the art itself, it's not custom content. Anyone can use it, anyone can download it. It's just an amazing way to give more personality to a house, mostly when you're just building with the base game. Because the base game, when it comes to art and paintings, is not the best. We don't have many, and the ones we have, they're not as great as some recent packs that we have gotten. I've used gallery art sometimes as an accent wall. I think I've used it in basically all of the bedrooms, not all of the bedrooms, just the teens room and the toddlers room. But it's such a statement. I love gallery art. I recommend you all to download it and to use it because it's so easy to use. You can see obviously the names, all of the creators I've used on screen as soon as I'm using their amazing art. So thank you to all of them for allowing me to customize my builds even more. Another thing I want to mention is that even if I'm using the tool mod and Better Build By and gallery art and whatever else you want to add to the list, you can download this build without any issues because everything I've done will stay the same. You don't need to do anything, you don't need to add anything to play with this build. So that's the cool thing about both tool, Better Build By and gallery art. You will download this build and everything will stay in place, even if I've rotated something or done something weird with objects, you will find everything as you see. Another thing I did, which is something I do in basically every single one of my builds, is making custom stairs in the front. And I don't know why I'm talking about them at the end of the video, but yes, I've used tool to create them and debug item, and there are real stairs underneath, so everything is functional. But with that said, we are actually at the end of this video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, well, like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me. And yes, hopefully I will see you all in my next video with the new pack. Bye! I'm tied up and the way the things are made up. Ooh, the way the things are made up. Ooh. So go easy on me, baby. Didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. Going back to the The boy is mine. I can't wait to try. Let's get intertwined. The stars that I light. The boy is mine.